beautiful people. Welcome to the final episode of G3 Show live on UTV Africa. I'm super excited. Oh my goodness. So finally, we're wrapping it up. And the best way to wrap it up is to have someone, an authority, someone I love, respect. She's here with me in the building, and I'm going to introduce her shortly. It's been G3 Show, and we've been talking about so much relating to girls, their journey to womanhood, parenting a girl child, and everything in between. My name is Precious Flourish Ifeanyichukwu, and I've been your host on this show. I'm going to be introducing our guest, like I said, but that's where we come back from this break. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. So like I told us, we're going to be having a juicy conversation, a conversation that you don't want to miss any part of it. And to do justice to this topic is someone that is just suitable for it. She's my mentor, my coach, my counselor, like someone that I love and respect so much, who is also a girl's coach. Talk about the queen mother. Talk about a woman that is dedicated to raising girls with sense. Let that sink in. Raising girls that are not like jellyfish. I will not go on. I'll just let her, do us the honor of introducing herself a lot more. Mark, please, can we meet you?
Thank you so much, Coach Precious. I'm so excited to be here. Hello, girls, and if you're a mom or a dad, good to meet you. I'm happy to be here. I've also waited to be here, and I can't wait to get into the conversation already.
Honestly, if we start introducing Auntie Tim, I will not end today. But I would like to talk about the work that you do with the Girls Hub. She is the founder of Girls Hub, which is a mentoring brand for young girls, and author of so many books. And if you are looking for someone that will help you raise that daughter of your dream, our guest is that person. She's going to be talking a lot more about girls because she's had a handful of experience, right? So welcome on the show once again, Ma.
Thank you. And the work I do with girls has been really fulfilling. I remember when I started almost 20 years ago, I just looked around and I noticed that girls were just growing up. Nobody was paying attention to how they were raised. Nobody was carefully and intentionally mentoring them. Nobody was counseling them. Nobody was guiding them. And so they just did what they liked and got away with whatever they did. I had a problem with that. And that's why I stepped in, and so far so good. I've seen the difference. I've seen the impact that counseling and mentoring and listening, I see what it can do to a girl. So if you're a girl here, I think you're really blessed because you have an opportunity to learn from the best. And if you have been following the show, kudos to you. If you have missed any episode, please go back and watch in. Don't take any opportunity to learn and grow for granted.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, so let's get into the real gist of the day, which is, becoming a future-ready girl. Let's even talk about what it means to be a future-ready girl, because someone might be wondering, which one be a future-ready girl? So let's start from there, Ma.
Okay, so becoming a future-ready girl, or a future-ready girl, is a girl who is already preparing for her future. This girl understands that the future I'm going to is not one that I can stagger or catwalk into. My girls, they just want the steez and the vibe. That's not how you're going to arrive your future, because if you do, you will crash. The world is wild, furious, sometimes wicked, harsh, fast, and more. So you being future ready is you understanding that I need to be prepared. I need to develop myself. I can't enter my future raw. I can't enter my future with my weaknesses unrefined. I can't enter my future like I didn't know that my future was going to get here. A lot of girls, when you speak to them, they go like, oh, when I grow up. When are you growing up? You're already grown. You're already growing. Your future has already begun. So a future-ready girl is someone that understands that every minute, every day, every hour, every week, every month, and every year counts. And then she's intentional about her growth. about her becoming. So she's not taking opportunities to learn how to make decisions for granted. She's not taking the opportunity to take instructions, take corrections. I know the way you girls behave. The moment they correct you, some of you be like, attitude, you're not ready. So that future ready girl is one that is not taking for granted every opportunity to become a better version of herself. So if you're there and you're lazy, lousy, disorganized, scattered, always late, and you begin to pay close attention to that, then we say you're a future ready girl. Because you're paying attention to the later years of your life, which is just in 10, 15, even 5 for some girls, 22. You know, I remember when I was a teenager, right?
That's the thing, right? You just blink and you remember when you were still on school uniform.
Yes, I remember that this year I was 30 years in the Lord. I gave my life to Christ at 15 and 45. So where did 30 years go? And in 30 years, I will be 75. That's how time runs.
So someone that is wondering, the future is still far.
No,
what do you have to tell such girl?
I need to tell you that the more you sit and wait, the more your life counts. And you know the thing, you're going to be asking yourself, how I wish. I see girls, the teenagers I raised, I've been doing this for 20 years this year. The teenagers I raised, some of them are coaches now. Like, we are talking on the same platform. Then you know what? A few of them, there are not many. A few of them that have become coaches, mentors, youth leaders, entrepreneurs. A few of them that have become, I have one of them in the US. She's a global youth leader in the United Nations. I remember her in Teens Church.
Can you imagine? I
remember her. She's 24 now. So you're thinking that the time is still far. I need you to understand that every single day counts. So let's take it this way. Instead of thinking of your life in years, can you think of your life in days? Can you say to yourself, today, what have I done? What can I do better? When you get to tomorrow, think of it as today. And before you know what is happening, you have arrived at your future.
Wow. So start thinking of the future as today.
Yes, as now.
Yeah.
What am I changing? We're at that time of the year where everybody's like, okay, so next year, then there's next month, then there's next term, then there's next week. I'm going to become. Why don't you think of today?
Now.
What can I do better today? Now. That's how a future ready girl thinks.
Wow, we're having a real conversation here. So, let's talk about the gaps. The gaps that can stop a girl from becoming future ready. You've worked with thousands of girls, right? And I'm sure you must have seen some gaps that when you see, you just know that this one is not ready. So what are those gaps?
The first gap I would say, and to be sincere, so many are coming to my head, but let me start. I would say that the most important is a gap of ignorance. Before I started coaching professionally, I used to be like every other adult. When I see girls misbehaving, I'll be like, what's wrong with this girl? Are you okay? Then as I got close and I started to engage with them, I realized that they didn't know. Some simple basic things that you'd be like, you should know. Use your common sense. They don't have it. Most times, and not wanting to play down on the work that we do as parents, shout out to you, every girl parent out there listening, watching. Most times, parents are just focusing on academics. Hey, person that came first, does she have 5 heads? Can't you? It's looking like certificate, academics. It's not bad. However, our girls need life sense. They need to understand how to make decisions. So a girl sent me a message recently. And she said, this boy asked me out yesterday. I told him I was not ready. Then I told him that, you're just cute, you're just handsome, like you're just generous, you're just amazing, but I'm still not ready. I said, Tima, did I give him the right answer? I found myself laughing. But you know, I was grateful that she came for counsel. This is what I'm saying. She came for counsel because she's one of my mentees. Now, this is what she could have done if she didn't have a mentor. She could have said, oh, you're handsome, and then, okay, let's see how it goes. And then she'll begin to date that guy. Yeah. This girl is still in, I think she's like 14 or 13.
Oh, wow.
And then she'll get onto that relationship. That relationship will distract her. That relationship will hinder her, slow her down. And then that's the beginning of making wrong choices.
Exactly.
So the first problem, the first gap I see is
ignorance.
Ignorance. A gap where there is no guide. I don't know why girls have a problem listening. Girls, I don't know what the problem is. When your parents are talking, you give this attitude of, don't talk to me, or I know what I'm doing. But you need to understand that human beings were made to be guided.
Yeah.
You need a guide. Even the Bible says, let older women mentor the younger ones. Why? They need knowledge. The second thing I would say, and every other thing I would say, is actually hinged under this. I've noticed the gap in self-esteem when a girl is not considering herself as all that.
Yes,
so she's telling a boy no, and she's feeling bad. I tell them, why is your no not knowing? Your no is supposed to be knowing. Like, say they know and be okay with
yes.
No. Why are you having to explain? Why are you having to feel like you want to change your mind? See, these are the problems, because a girl is not able to make a decision about her future and stand by it. That's how it starts. Yes. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So when you have a problem maintaining your boundaries, it would affect other aspects of your life. You want to read a self-development book, for example, and your friends are gisting about K-pop.
Say that again, ma'am. Say that again.
Something. And then she's going to feel like, no, let me stop this.
Yeah.
She's not able to make a right decision and stay by it. Her esteem is under attack. So that gap of building her esteem to the extent that she's sufficient in herself, that's a huge gap.
Yes.
I would say that another gap is development, self-development, where a girl is taking responsibility for her growth.
Wow.
When they come to camp, they act like I'm helping my mommy. I'm doing my daddy a favor. Let me just go. I don't even want to go. I run camps for this the 8th year, and they always come with this, so I know. So I'm always like, you are welcome, ma. The first day is always giving attitude. It's always giving, what are they doing?
People should do, let us go.
Please, we want to finish. And then by the 4th day, they're like, can we stay for 2 weeks? I'm like, please come and be going to your house. So girls, to read a book, they are wondering, I don't have to read this book. It's boring. You see, listen to a podcast. It's too long. But these are girls that can watch
episodes of series of movies.
360. They can watch it. So that gap in owning their personal development is something that we need to deal with if we must raise future ready girls.
Wow, we're having a real conversation here, ma. And I mean, I told you, I warned you that, hey, by the time we start, you don't want us to stop. This has been very insightful. We're going to go on a very short break, and when we come back, Queen Mother is going to be telling us what to do to handle those gaps, right? Because we need to help our girls to be future ready. But before that, we'll go on this short break. Stay with us.
A lot of people thought that it was really impossible, that this was just a dream, it was going to fail.
Who would want to build a plane? I mean, that's something teenagers normally don't do.
But it got really, really, really tough. At first they thought that the plane won't fly.
I'm Agnes Gamogetse Siamela, and I built the beautiful wings on this plane. And I also built the center fuselage, and I also built the horizontal and the vertical stabilizer.
My name is Resego Moroka, and I'm 18 years old. And I built the central fuselage, which is known as the cockpit. It's over here.
My name is Lesego Mahlodi Ngwasheng. I am 16 years old. I was part of the team that built the vertical stabilizer, also known as the rudder of the airplane, and it's basically this whole part out here.
My name is Megan Werner. I'm 17 years old and I'm the founder of You Dream Global. It's a group of 20 teenagers that have built a plane and now we are flying it across Africa from Cape Town to Cairo.
Building this airplane was not an easy task at all. It came with a lot of challenges, mostly because firstly, some of us, it was our first time holding like a pop rivet. It was the first time holding, some of the tools that we were using to build this airplane. So that was one of the challenges that we faced.
It took us about 3 weeks for the teenagers to build the plane.
It was very difficult because you had to read from engineering manuals and you need to have a 3D type of brain to be able to see what you're doing, and I really don't have that. I'm not really a technological person, so it was actually very difficult for me, but otherwise I had the help of my teammates.
I just thought this project is just about building like an airplane. I thought it was just like a model, small model of an airplane. I never really thought that it was so massive and we were actually going to do something on such a huge scale.
Other challenges we faced was actually people not believing in us, but I'm glad that we got the chance to prove them wrong because our plane is out here and it's flying,
It's so amazing to think that I was actually part of this plane that is going to be flown from Cape Town to Cairo.
On the trip, we are planning to go from South Africa to Namibia and then off to Zambia to go to Vic Falls. And then we are going from there to Lake Malawi, which is going to be really cool, to Tanzania and Kenya, which is going to be really cool because those people are so friendly, Uganda, Rwanda, and then also, of course, Ethiopia and then Cairo. So the trip is going to take us about 5 weeks because we'll be stopping in different countries doing night stops.
I think that this trip is actually going to make aviation history.
That's actually very amazing. I'm very proud of myself and very proud of my teammates, and I feel great and I'm excited for this Cape to Cairo trip.
When I tell my family and friends that I was involved in this project, they are very proud of hearing such about me. The best part of working in this project is that I as an individual aspire to be a pilot. So this encourages me to work harder in this aviation field.
We motivate other teenagers and we inspire them. So that's actually great. Knowing that your peers look up to you, that makes you feel like a better person. That makes you want to thrive and be a better person.
I got to experience a lot of things that I never thought I could experience at such a young age, especially as an African child. Most of these dreams are things that are prolonged or things that are postponed for the future. It showed me that do not postpone your dreams. You can actually achieve what you want to achieve right now, this instant. You are more than capable of doing so.
You're welcome back. Man, what did you think about that? Because for me, I'm blown away that teenagers could come together. And they are not talking about boys. They're not talking about the next escapade. They're talking about how do we do something that will write our name on the sands of time.
Yeah.
And they're able to build these aircraft and flew it. You know, when we were children, we used to build this one,
Yes.
build with the paper.
Yes. I stand in
That
one
was-
place. I still be flying.
But they actually did something phenomenal.
Yeah.
That says a lot about being future ready. Man, what do you think?
Yes, I for me it's the thought. I mean, I'm just imagining how it started. I'm sure it will be one person. Can we just okay, let's try it. And this is why I insist that girls must be in future thriving communities. See,
Yeah.
communities
Yes,
is
ma'am.
key for girls. This issue of peer pressure can be positive. I call it peer influence. Why is someone pressuring you to do the wrong thing when someone can influence you to do the
Right thing?
So every future ready girl must check her community, her clique. See that your clique. So recently, one of the girls that came to the first ever boot camp that we held in 2018, she just graduated from university. Guess what? She graduated with a first class.
Wow.
That's not the gist. Herself and her 5 friends made a first class.
My
Come on
goodness.
now. When I heard it, I was like, that
My
is
goodness.
what we're talking about. Let's see what you and your clique can do. Let's see what you can do. You people are just gathered to talk about what one boy said and what one boy did not say, or what one other girl did, who snitched who. When you can come together as a community and think of something creative. Future Eddie girls are thinkers.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
are creative beings. You know, in the girls' hub, we always talk about how that you're not a jellyfish. You're not a jellyfish. That means you're someone that is a mover, a shaker. And I've seen girls author books. Come on now. I've seen girls do stuff and they are not 13. So you're not too young to begin to do something.
Yes.
You're not too young
Yes.
to begin to think, to begin to create.
Yes.
Nobody said that purpose was fulfilled at 40. Life begins at 40.
Say
I don't
that
get
again, ma'am.
And this a fool at 40 was first a fool at 14. So
Yes.
you're 14. What are you and your friends doing? What is your circle doing? Do you know that when they start some shows, and so I don't want to mention, but there are some of these shows and stuff that our girls watch, they have community for it too.
No way.
They gather in the community and talk about
Can you imagine?
what happened at the previous episode. That's a waste of daylight.
Say that again, ma. Waste of daylight.
Your burning time. Can these future ready girls watching us now begin to think in little groups? You don't need to be 50. Your clique of 2-3 friends come together and begin to think, so I have this vision, what do you think? And then you're helping each other and you are growing together. So that I think that's a good place to start, and that was very inspiring, by the way.
Yes, it was. And I'm happy you mentioned about the clique thing, because we girls, we love groups. My friends,
Friendship group.
That's what they call it. I don't know where that one started. My friendship.
My friendship. She's not in our friendship group.
So what are you doing there?
That
friendship group should be a place.
Should be a place of impact.
Yes.
And I noticed that one of the issues we're having, which if girls that are listening to us are ready to deal with, they'll go far, is the ability to manage their emotions.
Okay.
Too many sentiments. The way she looked at me, the way she eyed me, what he said, what she did. And we are shooting ourselves in the leg as girls. The time, the opportunity that we're supposed to maximize, create, think, grow, we're using it to throw tantrums,
Wine.
settle matter. Have you heard when they're settling matter? Hey, let us settle the matter. Time is
going.
Okay, so the other flip side is the part of taking responsibility. I noticed that a lot of times girls shy away from responsibility. I'm not in the mood. They will not do. I don't like the person.
My hand is paining me.
But they will not do. And those little tasks that you find yourself doing are what is preparing you for your future.
Yes.
Those of us, I'm 14 years, I want to go to university. 15, 16, want to go to university. I hope you know that the faster you go in life, the more life expects from you. That's why you need to calm down and be matured. And there is no better way to be matured and ready than to get your hands dirty. Those of you that are soft girls, you just like to pop. You just want to wake up every day and do nothing and tell us how you are tired. At the end of the day, I'm just feeling tired. What did you do? Nothing. You just chilled. I need you to understand that you're missing a very great chance to be ready for your future. Thinking about it, I was one of those girls that dodged chores.
Oh, wow.
I used to dodge.
Queen Mother used to dodge chores.
It came back for me in my 40s. In my 30s, I started to see the gaps. Every plate you wash, every floor you clean, every room you tidy is a rehearsal for your business, for your ministry, for all the amazing work you want to do. I noticed that when I started to work, I used to low-key dodge. Come on, husband, come and help me. Oh, come my staff, come and help me. I was always looking for, I call it people dependent disorder. I was always looking for something.
Queen Mother, what's that?
I had to give it a name.
Can you say that again?
People dependent disorder.
Oh wow, we need to add this to the dictionary.
Because on the emotions note, I noticed that I was always taking the back seat. And it affected the work because I was the one with the vision. I was the one with the ideas.
Yes.
So what I wanted versus what I got, it didn't add up. Then I started to think, and then I realized that
This is it.
these chores I was dodging.
We are back to it.
Back. So you see that every single thing that you do now will affect your future, my darling.
Yes. Yes.
I used to hide under the excuse of, I'm the first one. My younger ones will just come, the boss girl. Those of you that the boss girls, you know, hey, why haven't you done this? So my younger ones, especially my younger sister, she liked to cook, she liked to clean, she liked to, me, I'll just be there doing, I'm reading, I'm praying, what's that?
You're doing executive tasks.
Exactly, yes. I'm doing the job of monitoring everybody else. And you know, as little as those tasks are preparing you.
Yes.
In the girls' hub, it's an offense for you not to be a class rep.
Oh wow.
It's an offense. Okay, you cannot, only one person can be the class rep. Be the duster packer.
Just be
Be
something.
the blackboard cleaner. Just be the books arranger. Be something. Stop dodging. Go to sports. Be involved. Go to the music class. Why are all the boys in the front? The boys are the ones answering questions. The boys are the ones volunteering. It's an offense for you not to volunteer or serve anywhere in a whole year. I will come for you. Why? I need you to start getting ready. Many girls are always asking, I want to know my purpose in life. Your purpose is in serving. When you go and serve, are you the house girl? Yes, you are the house girl, the chief servant of the house. Those of you that are always asking your parents, Mommy, please, I don't like the way you're using me for house girl work. Ma, that's how it starts. Esther was literally house girl mode.
Yeah.
But that's how she found herself in the palace.
That's it.
Got to the palace and was an active queen. Not the one that wear crown and cross leg and hey, send. Don't be sending everybody. And you're not being useful to anybody. Look, I personally we made our daughter stay at home for 1 year to serve. The girl served her life out. Now she's in her institution. She's in 200 level doing what 400 level people do.
Wow.
Her school will say, no, this role cannot be done by 400 level. But because she's already active, she's already used to being resourceful. I told her that the first rule of a girl with sense is that she's resourceful. So everywhere she goes, whether it's church, whether it's school, you won't believe that she's in the employment of her school.
Come on now.
So her school has a small group of people that they pay for working. It's intentional.
Okay.
Every girl listening to me, go back. All those roles you denied, go back and say, please, can I have it back? Can I do it? And I can do it. And yes, you can.
Queen Mother, can we talk about how parents can help their girls to become future ready? You know, because we're rounding up, but we need parents to know if they're wondering, how can I help this girl? Am I even sure? Yes, she's not future ready. She's not able to do things. How can parents help their daughters?
Parents, stop excusing your daughters. Because the truth is, girls come with the attitude. And you just excuse, this is my daughter, that's how she is. When you excuse her, you exempt her from greatness. When you allow her to resist without you insisting, you excuse her from greatness. So please go back. Every single thing we have said, go and insist. Insist she's in a mentoring community. Insist she's reading books. Insist she's listening to podcasts. Insist she's not dodging her chores. Insist she's coming to camp. Insist she's listening to this session from the beginning to the end and not stopping halfway. Once you insist, she'll stop resisting. That's all you need to do. Start from there.
Well, start from there. Start from helping her get to those things.
Yes.
But I wanted to mention 3 skills that every future ready girl must have as we round up.
The first one will be the skill of learning, being
Okay.
teachable. The
Okay.
second one will be emotional intelligence, knowing how to manage her emotions. And the third one will be thinking. That's where the girl with sense comes out from. A girl that thinks, calculates, knows that this is wrong, this is right, and then follows through it.
Powerful. Wow. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a full masterclass in 30 minutes. And I hope you've been learning. I hope you've been able to pick out something. If you're a girl, I hope you've been able to ask yourself questions like, am I a future-ready girl? And how can I begin to be that future-ready girl? The conversations have said it all. Before I let you go, Ma, please, can you speak to our girls? Eyeball to eyeball. You know how to say. Can you speak to our girls regarding their future?
Girls, your future is already here. I need you to own it. I need you to walk into it boldly and confidently. And guess what? The world needs you. Yes, we do. We act sometimes like we don't. But we need your creativity. We need your uniqueness. We need your personality. We're waiting for you. Please bring all you've got, but remember to keep growing. Thank you.
Wow, bring all you've got, but remember to keep growing. It's been an amazing moment with you, Ma.
Yes,
I had an absolute moment.
I love it.
I hope we've been able to share with you exactly what it means to be a future-ready girl and how you can begin today to be a future-ready girl. Thank you so much, Ma, once again.
Thank you for having me.
God bless
Thank
you.
everyone.
All right, keep watching Youth TV Africa. Thank you for staying with us to the end of the show. I'm super excited that you stayed till this time. My name is Precious Flores Ifeanyi Chukwu. Bye.